The day David faced Goliath, the battle that changed history. Narrator ***. Long ago, in the land of Israel, there was a battle that people would remember for thousands of years. It was not just a fight between two men. It was a battle between fear and faith, between pride and trust in God. This is the story of David and Goliath ***. The army of Israel stood on one hill. Across the valley stood the army of the Philistines. Every morning, the soldiers looked at each other, waiting for someone to make the first move. Then a giant walked out from the Philistine camp. His name was Goliath ***. He was over 9 feet tall. He wore a heavy bronze helmet and a coat of armor that weighed more than most men could carry. His legs were covered with bronze guards, and he carried a huge spear. The iron tip of his spear alone weighed about 15 pounds. When Goliath spoke, his voice echoed through the valley. Goliath ***. Choose one man to fight me. If he defeats me, we will become your servants. But if I defeat him, you will serve us. Day after day, for 40 days, Goliath shouted the same challenge. The soldiers of Israel were terrified. Even King Saul, the tallest man in Israel, was afraid. No one stepped forward. Meanwhile, in the small town of Bethlehem, a young shepherd named David was taking care of his father's sheep. David was not a soldier. He was the youngest son of Jesse. He spent his days protecting sheep from lions and bears while singing songs and praising God. One day, David's father called him. Jesse ***. David, take this bread and grain to your brothers. They are fighting with King Saul. See how they are doing and bring me news. David obeyed immediately. Early the next morning, he left the sheep with another shepherd and traveled to the battlefield. When he arrived, he saw soldiers running into position. Then he heard a loud voice. Goliath stepped into the valley once again. Goliath ***. Is there no one brave enough to fight me? The soldiers lowered their heads. David looked around in surprise. David ***. Why is everyone so afraid? Who is this giant that he dares to challenge the army of the living God? Some soldiers laughed at him. Others shook their heads. His older brother Eliab became angry. Eliab ***. Why are you here? Go back home and watch the sheep. But David stayed calm. David ***. I only asked a question. Soon, someone brought David to King Saul. The king looked at the young shepherd and sighed. King Saul ***. You are only a boy. Goliath has been a warrior since he was young. David answered with confidence. David ***. I have protected my father's sheep. When a lion or a bear attacked the flock, I fought it and rescued the sheep. The Lord who saved me from the lion and the bear will also save me from this giant. Saul saw David's courage. Finally, he nodded. King Saul ***. Go. May the Lord be with you. Before David left, Saul offered him his royal armor. David put it on but could barely move. He removed the armor and handed it back. David ***. I cannot fight in these. I have never used them. Instead, David picked up his shepherd's staff. He walked to a nearby stream and carefully chose 5 smooth stones. Then he placed them into his shepherd's bag. In his hand was only a sling. To everyone watching, it seemed impossible. A shepherd boy with no armor was walking toward a giant warrior. Goliath laughed loudly when he saw David. Goliath ***. Am I a dog that you come to me with sticks? Come here, and I will feed your body to the birds. David did not stop walking. His eyes stayed fixed on the giant. Then he answered. David ***. You come against me with a sword, a spear, and a javelin. But I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel, whom you have challenged. Today the Lord will give me victory, and everyone will know there is a God in Israel. The battlefield became silent. Both armies watched. Goliath began to move closer. David ran toward him. He reached into his bag, took out one smooth stone, placed it into his sling, and swung it around with all his strength. The stone flew through the air. It struck Goliath directly in the forehead. The giant stopped. He lost his balance. Then he fell face down onto the ground. The valley was silent for just one moment. Then David ran to Goliath. He took the giant's own sword and ended the battle. When the Philistine army saw their champion